If you've been following my run towards Hall of Chiefs in Whiteout Survival, it's a mini whale. This is an update. I got sniped again in phase 3. It's kind of hard to be a content creator and do this type of thing. Let me show you what happened. This is exactly what happened. See this? I'm Papa Popsicle here, and I got sniped again. And we probably should have negotiated, because we're one of the strongest alliances. We probably should have negotiated who was going to go for this, but instead we're competing amongst each other. But that's fine. It's healthy competition. But look at that. I got sniped by just 1 million, roughly. Well, not even that. Maybe 500,000 or so. So it is what it is. But where do I sit in the total ranking? Well, I'm still sitting here with that little gap there. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to push today, but in phase 4, let me show you some of the things. I've started pivoting. I'm not going to do the competitive play anymore live, because I realized I'm already at a disadvantage by putting this out there as a content creator, but I don't want to make it any easier by doing it live. So I'm going to give updates as recorded content from now on for things I do that are competitive play. So there we go. I'm sitting here on phase 4. I'm in position 1 now, but I'm sure I'm waiting to get sniped. Actually, this time there's many people up there in the ranks, and I don't know, I think what I have to do is push this gap much further. What I do have right now is I have a bunch of, I'm sure everyone's doing this though. I had a city buff when these were resource gathering buff when these all went out. So I'm going to call these back kind of at the last minute, but I have some gathering going on. I've sent out multiple gatherings. I have my full, queue full of marches for gathering. And then the other way you get points here is by research. And I think, so in later phases, if you see the research here is 45 points, but in later phases, it's only 30 points. So, and I missed out on, I really should have pushed my furnace upgrade. I could have pushed my furnace upgrade higher in stage 1, and I didn't, because I thought I was doing fine and I was pacing myself. Now I feel like I'm going to hold that unless I really need to, because I will get points for it, but not as much. But I will get the research points. So let's do that. So I got a bunch of steel. I got a bunch of training points. And now I'm going to just push the research as much as I can. And I did what I did is, if you look carefully at the research tree here, I pushed a bunch of things that were research related, and construction related, since that's may be a factor later. So I did push, but these start getting expensive. See, this is 8 days here. And I pushed the things that were easier. Now this one here, I can do, it's only 15 hours, but it's not, the power bump isn't that great. And I don't really need that right now. Economy, I don't really need right now. I'll do that when I don't need the points for it, because it consumes resources, steel, and time, speed ups. So I pushed this tree as far as I can go without needing another upgrade. And then this one's not too bad, so I will probably do this one as well. So let's take care of this one. And you see, I do have a bunch of speed ups in the bag ready to go. And not to mention, I have quite a few of the generics. I'd like to try to not to use them and reserve those for cases where I need it for a furnace upgrade. But I'm going to use these, and let's see where that puts me. Let's see, can I grab these as well? These aren't, that's 1 day that's 2 days for 16,000, 2 days for 16,000. What I want to do is kind of crawl up the tree here. And this is 2 days for almost 17,000. But if I crawl up the tree, sometimes there's things that I kind of neglected because I was just kind of saving it for points. But that's 1 day, some of these might be, just not that many. Here's this is 19 hours for 9,000. And there you go. This one, if that's 18,000 for 1 day. So compare that to 9,000 for 1 day, right? So definitely I want to do this one. And then this is 15,000 for 1 day. And here's, another 15,000, another 15,000. This one's only 21 hours, right? So let's grab that one up. And then complete that. So now that's 1 day for 15,000 as well. Okay. So, to some degree, I'm not even looking at what, strategically what this research is right now, because I've already done the ones that'll give me some research bonus. I'm just looking for what's going to give me points in this competition. So if I just hold off for a second here, because see, these ones are now only 12 hours for 14,000. Now these are nice to kind of hold on to if I need to kind of rush at the end, but I don't really need to do this one. But this one definitely, look at that, another 18,000 for 15. So I still have a bunch in the bag here. And actually, let me get one of them started while I go look. So which one was, let's see. Yeah, these guys, I'll hold on to that one, but these ones aren't too bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this one started while I go look. So if we come back here, all right, so now I'm sitting at 26. Now again, I have the marches coming out, but I assume everyone else is doing that as well. The question is, how far do I need to push? I mean, you know, to some degree I want to push just to eat into this deficit as well. And the research is points. So I think, I don't know what else everybody else has hoarded, but I think I'm going to do okay here. I have quite a bit of materials to do well here. I'll give you an update on that after that phase of the competition concludes. And same here. I think I'm going to be able to do well here. But the problem here is like any opportunity, like, you know, 20 points for promoting troops. What was the troop promoting phase? Troop promoting phase was, you know, substantially more points for promoting troops. So like raise 1 power by promoting troop. That is a little different, right? I think I don't know what the math is on that comparatively, but usually you don't get as many points. So usually each one of these phases, I think this one's going to be mainly the chief gear. And again, I do think I'm in a good position, but I don't know what the competition's going to look like there either. But most importantly is I've kind of lost out. If I have to go into research and construction, I'm not getting as many points. So you want to maximize, you want to understand the phases. Like I missed an opportunity with the construction phase here. So, but this isn't enough of a buffer because I'm sure that, you know, other people are going to be rushing this. So I do feel like, you know, here's the problem. I have like a lot of stuff to do tonight, and there are people who are going to snipe. I don't really have time to sit here and try to game this last minute. It's like if they have the resources to overtake me, they're just going to have to do it. Really, my goal right now is to try to be in a good position and hope that I'm going to have more on phase 5 and phase 6 that they can't even keep up with the pace. So my goal here is to kind of pace myself, to put myself out there. If they run out of resources now and can't promote and can't compete, fine, great. But my real goal is maybe not to win this, but just to put myself in a position where I'm going to be in a good place. So let's take care of some of the easier ones. I guess that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to press these. Let me grab the easy ones first. I think they were down here. So we'll grab these ones. Those aren't very costly. So just speed those up quick. And then take care of this one. And then maybe I'll just leave one hanging, and like when I call my troops back, then I'll complete that one, and that'll be the end of it. And if that's enough to trip them up, then fine. If it's not, then it won't be. It is what it is. I'll take second place again as long as I'm there. Then we'll get into phase 5 and 6, and if I have what it takes, I have it, and if I don't, I'll take second place. That's still a lot of Geronimo shards. So there we go on these ones. Where are we here? Yeah, these are, I mean, that's only 8 hours. So it's only 9,000, but it's only 8 hours also. And this one I definitely want to take. So maybe that's the one I'll save for the end. I don't know. Let's bump these up. Because let's see. How much training do I have left? Speed ups in training, 23 days worth. So that's enough for a couple good bumps. That's 2 days though. All right, so comparatively speaking, I have I do need to complete these, but I'm trying to take the low-hanging fruit first. So these are a day, but then, you know, I could actually rush all these. I think I have enough. That's a couple days. How many days? 1 day, 16 hours. So I have enough to complete quite a few of these, actually. I might just do that. Just to try to have like if they have what it takes, then why hold back? I'll just empty the queue, go for it. So let me just go for the highest value items first. And we'll see. I'll give you an update tomorrow and see how it works out, but let's see where this puts me. So if I grab those, that's a day now. And let me just grab the low-hanging, wow, is it worth you having those low-hanging fruit? I mean, this is a third of a day for 10,000. Yeah, that's worth it. Oops, I didn't. There we go. And I didn't speed this. I didn't research. There we go. Now I'll take care of this one. All right. So now these guys, oops, these guys are at the 1 day granularity now. That's still 13 hours. So if you look at this, like this is 18,000 for a day. This is almost 10,000 for like a half a day. So this is actually a little bit better of a deal as far as like just trying to get points. And this is, you know, 14,000 for 9. Yeah, that's these two bottom ones are a little bit better of a deal here as far as just looking at points wise. So that's what I'll do, and I'll let's see if I can clear any of these. 1 day, 14,000. 1 day for 14,000. So we're right at that level now. So let me start clearing some of them that will give me an advantage as well. This is attack. I should actually look at, you know, lethality versus defense and attack as well at some point, and health and lethality, or lethality. But I haven't. I'm just looking at this for points right now, unfortunately. So I'm gonna grab this one. Because that's good for all types of things, traps and otherwise. Increases the size of the armies. And then the only problem is I don't want to like push. Oh, these are the better deal. So 14,000 for 19 hours. Yeah, these are still a good deal. So I'll take care of these. And then I'll take care of these. All right, now I'm getting down to the bottom of the barrel of how much speed ups I have. So my tank is almost empty when it comes to if I don't want to dip into the other generic speed ups. Let's see where that puts me. That's a buffer. It's not a great buffer. I do have, you know, the gathering out, but I don't know how long that's gonna. I don't know how much of an edge that's gonna give me, if any. People may be doing better gathering than I am, because I think for the most part I got the plus ups right, the buffs right, but there was a city one that I didn't want to lose my temporary skin, and so I lost out on some resource gathering buffs there. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to push. So, I mean, that's still a lot. I mean, it doesn't. Okay, research speed up is 3 days. Okay. Oh, I may have been looking at the wrong speed up. So my research speed up is down to 3 days at this point. So I think I want to do 3 days, 22 hours. And I do have quite a bit of general speed ups, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more of the 1 days, and then I'll keep one running that I'll run right at the last minute, and hopefully that'll be enough. So that's going to be my game plan. I'll give you an update tomorrow. If you like this content, like and subscribe. If you like the lives, I'm going to be doing events like opening gear chests and playing events on the lives, and then I'll record anything that's competitive. If you like the content, like it and subscribe it so you get the notifications when it comes out. Thanks. I'll see you.